Shalom Aleichem Rabotai. Today the Mishnah Yomi will finish out the 7th parak in Terumot, and B'ezrat Hashem start the 8th parak. So parak Zayin, Mishnah Zayin. Now this is another case where we had two baskets or two large containers, and one is chulin and one is truma, and we're not sure which is which. Now here in this case, Zoro et echad mehem. He planted into the ground the contents of one of these baskets. He seeded all those seeds into the ground. Putter. Putter, in this case, means he doesn't have to plow it up to get those seeds out of the ground before they germinate. Because we don't know, Lamaisa, which basket was truma. This might have been the chulin. Hashniya, now the second basket, the second container, no heg boka truma. Treat it like it's truma. Again, like in yesterday's Mishnah, if the non-Kohen ate from one of the baskets, we're going to assume lakula, that one was chulin, and assume the other one was truma. So here again, we'll assume the other one was truma after he planted one of the containers. Chayevet b'chola. Even though it's truma, he would still have to separate chola, divrei Rebbe Meir. Like we had yesterday, Rebbe Meir says it might be chulin. We're treating it as truma, it might be chulin. Rebbe Yossi Pot. Rebbe Yossi says no, we're treating it definitely like truma. Zora acheret shniya. So what if Reuven planted one of the containers in the ground? Fine, we'll assume it's chulin. Now, what if Shimon comes along and plants the second container into the ground? Potter. He's potter also. He can claim, well, Reuven's the one who planted the truma. Zara achat shteim. What if one person plants both containers? Now, this is a problem because he's definitely planted truma somewhere. The truma went somewhere. B'davar shezoro chole mutter. But if it's items where the seed is eliminated, the seed is used up when you plant it, it's still mutter to use the crops later. When they come up, they're treated as chulin. So you understand this means something like a wheat or a barley, or maybe in school, or your kids have brought home like a bean that they've planted in a clear cup, and you see like as the bean sprout grows, the bean gets used up and eventually it's gone. So it's something that the seed itself is used up. So then the seed, which might have been the truma is there somewhere, one of them was the truma, that's used up. It's gone when the plant comes up, so the plant would become chulin and be mutter, but b'devar she'ein zoru kole aser, something where the seed is not used up. You understand that's onions and that's garlic and there's these bulbs, these things that add on. It's aser. It's still truma because the truma is still there. Mazel tov. Moving on to the 8th parak. First Mishnah. Isha shahaita echelet b'truma. A woman was eating truma. Here she's eating truma because she's the wife of a Kohen. Bav amrlo. They came and they told her, Meit bailech nebuch. Your husband died, so she's no longer the wife of a Kohen. And in this case, she doesn't have children with him that would entitle her to eat truma. O gershich, or you got divorced. So how could it be that she got divorced without knowing it? Because she sent a shliach somewhere that was maybe far away, 10 days' journey, the Mefarshim say, and he got there much faster to receive the get. It was a shliach lekabula to receive the get, so he did the job before the time she expected. The Eved of a Kohen, the servant of a Kohen, was eating truma. They told him, Met Rabcha, the Kohen Nebuch died. O Macharcha Yisrael, or he transferred you to a non-Kohen, O Netoncha b'matana, or gave as a gift, O Asocha ben Churin, or he made you a fully free man. So now the Eved is a full Jew, but he's not a Kohen. He's an ex-Kohen Eved, so he can no longer eat the truma. Ken Kohen, Shayocha b'truma. Kohen himself, he was eating truma. Noda, he became informed, Shu ben Grusha ben Chalutza, that he was the son of a divorcee or a woman who received a chalitza, because she was in a yibum situation and chose chalitza over yibum. So these people are not allowed to marry a Kohen. Kohen can't marry these women, and the offspring from them is not fit, not fully miyuchas as a Kohen, and can't eat truma. Rabbi Eliezer mechayev keren v'chomash. Rabbi Eliezer says in all these cases where a person thought they were entitled to eat truma, and it turns out at the time they were eating they were no longer entitled, he says they all have to pay keren, the principal, and the chomesh penalty payment. Rabbi Shua Poter, Rabbi Shua says no, we assume they didn't know any better. Now it's interesting. The Barton Nura brings that this case. He brings a Gemara in Psachim. The Psachim 72b, that this is Davka Erev Pesach, when people are in a hurry to eat all their chametz for breakfast. You see, it's nothing new to try to finish off that cereal or that bagel erev Pesach in the morning. Nothing new. It's a Gemara in Pesachim that they were trying to eat truma erev Pesach when they're in a hurry, and the zmano bachul, everyone's rushing, shad l'chuka, you pressed for time, so they don't have time to clarify, to, make sure the husband's still alive, or make sure, he's not a free man yet. And since they didn't have time to check, then Rabbi Yeshua says they are pater. And he means pater from paying back at all, because it's like they're osik b'mitzvah of destroying chametz shel truma, so we can't expect them to be waiting and checking and making double sure that they're still entitled to eat truma. Haya omid umakri mizbeach. So a Kohen who is standing and bringing a korban on top of the mizbeach in the base of mikdash, bin hey Rabbi Yamenu, the noda, and then he's informed Sheben Grusha ben Chalutza that again he's the son of a woman who is pasul to kahuna. Rabbi Eliezer Omer Kol Karbanos Shehikriv Al Gabe Mizbeach Psulim. It says everything he's done, all of his life's work, Nebuch, was meaningless because he was not entitled to act as a Kohen. So all of those people need to bring replacement karbanot. The people that this Kohen Ploni brought their karban on their behalf, none of them were valid. Rabbi Yeshua Machshir. Rabbi Yeshua says, B'diavad, he's done it, and the Bartanura brings that as a pasuk, Barech Hashem Chaylo Ufol Yadav Tirtzei. So when it says Chaylo, it means Chayil. Usually it also means Chulin. Afilu Cholol Shabo Pol Yadav Tirtzei. Even the Cholol Kohen, if he's done it B'diavad, it was still a valid carbon according to Yeshua. The Mishnah concludes, no, there's Shu Balmum, but if he realizes he was a Balmum, they tell him, hey buddy, you got a mum, Avodato Psula. The Nebuch, it's puzzle. There's no pasuk to fix that up, even according to Rabbi Yeshua. Shkoyach.